first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
First down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
To throw now, here's Love. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Montgomery on the counter. Wiggles free. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Montgomery, the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They go play action. Trubisky. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
13 yards. And the Bears' first down.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Toss play, Cohen, right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
15 yards on the play. First down.
20-yard line.
Love now. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56.
Love from the gun. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
By the Bears.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Chicago.
They run. This is Cohen. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Trubisky throwing the out route and complete. That's Parks.
82.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Gonna let one. This is caught inside the 15. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
First down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. Trubisky's 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Out of bounds.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Love. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 33-yard line.
2nd down. Love. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Complete to Davante Adams. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Love looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
First down.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 45 on second down, Trubisky, and he whips that one incomplete there. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Number 82.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Bears.
This is Cohen. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They try again with Cohen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Montgomery, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. maybe that's the way they should look at it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. First down, going to the air with Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
25-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky, throw left side, complete. That's Parks. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Crosby with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, a run with Cohen. Muscles him off. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now Trubisky. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Trubisky's pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Again, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And right away, he'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On second down now, it's Jones. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Love. A quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
The 46-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. This is Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Love looking to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little side, little paper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Love. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But